So in this video, I'm going to quickly run through the rules of Scrum. And again, these rules are not random. They've been put together from a series of white papers over the last 3 decades in terms of what the best performing teams in the world do. So what they found is they tend to be self-managed, and the reason behind that is if they have to go and get permission for every step along the way, then there tends to be a bottleneck which slows things down. So in order to achieve a self-managed team, you need to have some defined roles to make them self-managed and make the roles kind of clear. So there are 3 roles, and it's important to note that everyone is a team member, so everyone does perform work and tasks within a team. But the first role is the Scrum Master, and that is the discipline part of the team. And the Scrum Master's role is to make sure that the meetings take place on time and they end on time, and that people are showing up. But they also serve as the coach for the team. So, and by coaching, they're kind of helping the team to remove roadblocks. So if there's anything that's standing in the team's way of moving forward, the Scrum Master is responsible for helping the team to work through it and remove that roadblock as quickly and efficiently as possible. So that's the Scrum Master. So disciplinarian in terms of getting everybody to show up on time, and also to remove roadblocks. And number 2, product owner. The product owner is the forest from the trees person, and they're responsible for making sure that the tasks are and projects that are worked on are in alignment of the overall strategy of the organization. So in other words, working on the highest value items first and in priority. So if you're looking at this as a visualization of a Scrum project, you can see a product backlog is nothing more than a project or a series of projects that are being worked on. And it's up to the product owner to help facilitate the order of things that get pulled into a sprint. And again, we work in 1-week sprint iterations, so it's Monday to Friday for us, and that just makes for a nice, even kind of weekly cadence. We find. So that's the product owner. They're working on the prioritization just to make sure that it's easy to get stuck in the weeds and get too close to your tasks, and lose sight of why you're working on certain tasks and what the actual target or end goal is. So the product owner's making sure that he's looking at the forest from the trees. And then, of course, team members who are contributing towards getting tasks done and completing projects. And on the other side, in terms of the rules of Scrum or the Scrum system, are 3 types of meetings. So every week starts with a sprint planning meeting, and that's just deciding, okay, of all the stuff that we want to get done in the future, what are we going to work on this week? So the team will plan for the week ahead and pull in tasks that they want to commit to complete by the end of day Friday. And then I know for a lot of people, certainly for us when we started out, the daily huddle seems like it's just meeting overkill, but it actually makes for far less meetings. And it's funny because when you get into the rhythm and everything's transparent, everybody knows who's doing what. Oftentimes these daily huddles they don't have to be 15 minutes, but the rules are same time, same place, same agenda every day. And the agenda on it is what have you gotten done since yesterday, since the last huddle? What are you working on today? And are you stuck on anything? So it's just answering those 3 questions really quickly. And I'll show you how we manage it through our software system, which it's pretty straightforward too. And then finally, at the end, the other element is that Scrum kind of has built into it the element of self or continuous improvement. So in the retrospective, you're not only reviewing what did you get done last week, but we also implement, it's called the Kaizen, which is Japanese for continuous improvement. We're always looking for, if people are getting burnt out or we're taking on too much or we're working on the wrong kind of stuff, what is one thing, just one thing, one small improvement, could be really tiny, that if we implement it into the next sprint next week, it'll either improve our team morale or our team velocity or make things easier, faster, better for the team. So we just focus on one small thing every week, and over time you get better. So that's the retrospective, looking at what was done in the last sprint, and then we come up with a small Kaizen or an improvement for the next week. And literally, it could be small. You could be looking at, okay, we planned for 30 tasks last week and we got 12 done, and it was way too much, overwhelming. We all wanted to be heroes out of the gate. So let's just take on a lot less. And if we finish that stuff early, then we'll just bring in more and we'll feel really satisfied because we've taken on less. And so that's a very typical improvement idea that we will typically run with early on as well. So those are the 3 types of roles and the 3 types of meetings. In the next video, I'm going to get into our overall system, and then we're going to jump right into the software and learn kind of how it works. And there's some automation in here. It looks fairly overwhelming at first, but I'm going to run through a couple projects scenarios with you so that you'll get the hang of it and you'll be able to do it really, really easy. All right, thanks very much, and look forward to seeing you in the next video.